Good afternoon and welcome to More Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we're going to be doing a blind box opening. Well, all box openings are blind box openings for me, so today we're going to be doing G.I. Joe Classified Series Dusty. I found him on sale on Amazon for $13. What? $13? He was $10 off his price that he was sold at, because when this guy came out, the G.I. Joe Classified figures were going for $23. Now they're going for $25. Wow. It's like every year we increase $1. You know that for majority, since 2000 till 2020, action figures like this guy cost $19.99. We had 20 years of them costing the same price. And then suddenly it's now $25, and it isn't going to go down. We know it's not going to go down because it never goes down. But I just wanted to let you know about that in case you were wondering, like, when did this all start? It started in 2020 because some corporations utilized the fact that there was a worldwide crisis, and they figured they would take advantage of a worldwide crisis and increase the prices for things and charge us more, as things end up costing more everywhere else as well. They haven't really changed much. Heck, they've actually made the figures a little less good than they used to be, but they still increase the price. Isn't that funny? They cut down on the cost of the packaging by making it, all cardboard packaging to lower the price. Then they increase the price. I think that one day we will be paying $30 for something like this, and it is on that day. I think whenever these figures get above $25, instead of the $24.99, if they start costing $25.99, I'm moving to Valivers. I'm going to make that statement here on the channel, and please call me out if I don't. Just call me out if I don't change to Valivers when these things get above $25. But if they get above $25, I'm moving out of G.I. Joe Classified Series because it would have become too rich for me. I am at the cusp of it being too rich for me. And honestly, the Transformers are becoming a little too rich for me. This is wild. Never expected this to happen, and it is hurting. It's hurting a lot. But let's move on to opening this package up and talking about Dusty here. I haven't heard great things about Dusty, but I haven't heard bad things about Dusty. So that's a positive, right? When you haven't heard anything bad, I guess that means there's good things. So let's go ahead and pull him out of this. Oh, I love this old packaging. I like the fact that it's this nice size. It's got this nice little clear area where you can see the figure, and then when you pull the figure out, you get this plastic tray. Oh, it is very nice. I love the tray. I like the plastic tray. Now let's take a look at this guy. What should we take out first? Let's take out his helmet first. Let's take a look at his helmet. I like his helmet. I like his helmet already. I think it's neat that he has this little cloth piece that's Did you just knock around the No, you're laying on the Lego people. Cream, you are going to break... You're going to disassemble my... You already... His fat roll has encompassed multiple Lego people standing off to the side. They have been swallowed by cat fat roll. It's a terrible death. So, this is his helmet. It's squishy. Really squishy. But it's got some good textures on it. Unlike the Retro Duke's helmet, this one's actually got some good textures on it. Though I do think that this cloth texture could have been done a little better. Instead, it just feels like a piece of plastic, instead of actually feeling like a piece of cloth. So I have to say, out of the gate, this helmet gets some points for having some nice textures, then loses points for not having enough fabric textures on the piece of fabric hanging out the back. That's a little weird. But we're going to set the helmet off to the side. Now let's go ahead and grab another one of his accessories. What's this accessory here? Let's take a look at what this is. Because I don't know what comes in this figure, so we are learning together. Ooh, it's a bipod. Hey, let's not break the bipod, please. The bipod's legs are stuck through a little hole. We gotta get the bipod. Good God. Bipod. Machine gun thing. Oh, man. This is hard to get in. There it goes. I popped it out. Okay. Let's see. I didn't damage the bipod, which is what I was hoping. Ooh. Ooh, there's a little give in this weapon, but it's not rubbery. I like this weapon. I like it a lot. Let's see what we got here. We've got a place for ammunition to go in, do we? I think that's what that is right there. Maybe? Huh. Oh, there it is. There's the slot for ammunition. Okay. Now we got this nice little bipod. We've got a really great feeling stock. Ooh, it's got ridges on the rear padding for your shoulder. Feels like it's a plastic stock or maybe a metal stock. Doesn't feel wooden at all. We've got some nice textures going on here in the gun, and it comes to a little barrel. The barrel's not as long as I thought it would be, but then again, this feels like a machine gun that you would get in Halo. It does feel like the first machine gun you grab in Halo, except the bottom of it's a bit different because it's got this other handle. But yeah, like even this little edge up on the top of it, that little spot is where the reader for your ammunition counter would be in Halo. That's cool. I think this is neat. This is it's like they mixed the Halo 1 assault rifle and the Halo 2 assault rifle together and created this guy. That's neat. I like this gun. I think this is a pretty cool gun. And the bipod addition on the end isn't too bad either. Though I do have to say I wish they had added some joints to it so we could collapse the bipod. I think being able to collapse the bipod or even having it as a piece that you could take out and put back in would have made this a little bit better. I think maybe you can remove the bipod. I'm not sure. But I do think that the bipod is the worst part of that gun and that you can't move it. But it is a good bipod. It's sturdy, it's strong, and I like it. I even like the fact that they textured the bipod legs. They went ahead and textured the bipod legs. That received some big bonuses and knocking things over here at blind_prime. All right, I'll set you back, Bat. Yeah, the Bat is back. Okay, let's move on to whatever this is next. Okay, so that was where the gun was. Okay, we got the gun out. Nothing over here. Let's feel over here. What do we got? Ooh, we got something right around here. We got a bunch of stuff coming up on that side. Do we have anything else on this side? Oh, we do. So let's finish one side and then move on to the other. What do we got here? We've got a pair of goggles. Let's take a look at these goggles. Okay, so these goggles have some really nice textures to them, do they? Ooh. Pardon me. The goggles band is actually textured. That's nice. Yeah. And then it's got this little clumped up bit in the rear where you would plug it together. So it's actually, it's even got the attachment in the back so that, these two straps attach together to one another. Making this not one of those goggle things that you stretch out and put over your head, but one of those things that you put around your face and then snap in the back. Really nice. It means that you can actually get this to, wow. These are some neat goggles too. Feeling the fronts of them, those are some tiny little eye holes. So these are definitely for desert wear because they've got they're extended out to shield the eyes from the sun beating down on the head or coming up off the sand and popping in. Yeah, sand blindness and snow blindness are very similar in that regard. The sun is popping off everywhere and bouncing off everything. So having these little edges on the goggles means that the light won't hurt their eyes as much. And like I used to get sunglasses from overseas during the Iraq-Afghanistan conflict. My father would send me over sunglasses, and they always had this fun foam padding on the inside that rested around your eyes. That was to, if a haboob came by, it helped to keep the sand, knocking things over. It helped keep the sand out of your eyes during a sandstorm, also known as a haboob. It's a fun word to say. Say haboob. Haboob. It's fun. Okay, it's a fun word for not a very fun thing. So let's move on to the next piece of it in here. Okay, so we grabbed that one, and we got that piece. Yep, we got those. We got the helmet, I think. Oh, wait, what's this on the side here? There's something else on the side here. Let's pull this out. What is this? What is this? This is it his kniff? It is the kniff. Cool. Oh, and there's another thing over there, too, hiding. So let's take a look at this knife. Ooh, this knife is very solid. It's not rubbery at all. It doesn't have a really sharp point to it, but it just seems like a simple utility knife. It's actually got a very rounded tip to it. I guess this guy uses it to, cut open MREs and whatnot. It's got a well sculpted handle, and then it comes to this stopper end. This is a really neat knife, and I'm not sure if we've actually come across. It doesn't have anything special on it. There's nothing that calls out like, "Oh, look, I got this specially made at some organization or something." But it just feels good. It's got like a weird. Let's see. How would you describe that pattern in that shape? Ooh, I know. You know that thing, that wooden thing that they show you dipping into honey and pulling honey out? Yeah, it feels like that. That's what it feels like. It's rounded. It's got grooves in it. It's pretty neat. So we're going to set the little knife over here amongst all of his other accessories and continue. Let's continue to go over here, and one more piece in this side, I believe. Let's see, we got that piece, right? Yeah, we got that piece. What's this? All right, this is his ammo pack, and it's made of solid plastic. So let's find the gun. There's the gun, and let's see. Okay, there's the end of the gun. Here's the front of the gun. And where does the ammo go? Where does the ammo go? Ammunition, and it goes right there. Okay, cool. We can slide that ammunition pack in there. Did I do it the right way? Maybe. I don't know. It's stuck in. Let's turn it around and see if it sticks in that way too. Yeah, I think it can be either way. I'm not actually sure. But, ooh, actually, no, the way I just did it, it snapped in and is now a very solid connection. That is really solid. You can... Oh, I like that. That is much more solid than some of the ammunition to gun connections we've gotten lately. But then again, the ones we've gotten lately have been made out of rubber, and connecting a rubber thing to a rubber thing is never going to give you a satisfying connection. Because, rubber molds and changes and expands when stressed. So even though it's a tight connection now, in a couple of years, it's going to fall out because the rubber would have, expanded. It would have warped. So that is the ammunition pack, and I like it. I think it worked out pretty well. I think that's all on this side. I'm giving my fingers one more go over. We've got the figures there. What's this? Is that your arm? That is your arm. Okay, so nothing on this side left. Okay, cool. Let's move over to this side and see what we got here. We are going to start from the top, and I think this is his backpack. So let's go ahead and pop that guy out and take a look at the backpack. Okay, this is a thick backpack. I do wish these guys opened up. I just don't know why they don't. I am excited about the Dragonfly for having Ripcord's backpack open up. I can't wait till they do more backpacks opening up. And also, let me know in the comments below, do you think Crazy Legs is a Cobra plant? Because Crazy Legs is supposed to pack parachutes, and Ripcord, according to that video about the Dragonfly, does not have a parachute packed. What's up with that? Huh? Did Crazy Legs forget? Or was Crazy Legs paid by Cobra to forget? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about that? I think we should start this story. Crazy Legs is a Cobra double agent. So moving on to the backpack here, he's got this weird rough texture going over the entire backpack. I'm thinking it may be some sort of net or something like that. Maybe, but I'm not sure. It's a very different feeling thing than I'm used to with any of these. It's a very unique texture. He does have two water bottles, one on either side of the lower backpack. Unlike other people who put them at the top. It seems that Dusty is one of the people more inclined to put his water bottles towards the bottom of the backpack to evenly distribute the weight. Those people that put their water bottles towards the top of the backpack always confuse me, because I'm like, you're putting a lot more weight here at the top where it's connected to your neck area, and that means that the weight at the top is going to cause some wobbly in the backpack. You should be packing your backpack with the water bottles low, and that would help stabilize and balance the load of your backpack a little bit better. So Dusty knows how to pack a backpack correctly, making sure that weight is evenly distributed. And when you're hiking through the desert, I am pretty sure you're going to want to make sure everything's well distributed, because walking in desert sand is not fun. That is exhausting stuff. Now let's continue moving on over here. What else we have on this side of the figure? Was that backpack the only thing on this side of the figure? And if that's the case, I will be a little sad by that. Because we're missing a pistol, I thought. Oh, wait a minute. No, is that your arm? That's your arm. Uh-huh. There should have been a pistol, or something like a pistol. What's this over here, though? What is this? What's going on here? We got this little piece that's kind of hanging out here that nothing is attached to. Did we already... Wait, what is this? Is this another... Oh, it's more goggles. He comes with 2 sets of goggles? That's neat. I can actually give another pair of goggles to somebody else. I think I gave Hawk a pair of goggles that I got from somebody else. Or no, Hawk came with his own. These goggles are exactly like the other ones, except they're slightly different shape. I assume these are supposed to fit around, one of them is supposed to fit around his head, and one of them is supposed to fit around his helmet. So we will play with that when we're setting the figure up in a few minutes. Is that all? I know we still... There's usually a pistol in amongst this stuff, and I'm a little surprised there isn't. Let's see. One more go over before we open the figure up. Let's feeling around everywhere. All right, nothing here. Everything's clear there. There's his head. Okay, we got that cleaned out. We got that cleared out. Like nothing there. Huge swath of nothingness when it comes to his accessories area. Over on this side, we got everything. I think. Yeah, we've cleared this guy out. So let's go ahead and pull Dusty out. Maybe his pistol is in there, or maybe he didn't even come with a pistol. Let's go ahead and wiggle him out. Wiggle him out. Come on, Dusty. Wiggle, wiggle, buddy. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You got it. You got it. Wiggle yourself out. Wiggle yourself out. Come on, Dusty. Get your head popped out. There. Yeah. Yeah, freeing you from the plastic prison. Ooh. The plastic prison that the ABS mountains put you into. There we go. There we are. All right. Now that I got him out, let's take a look and make sure there's nothing else in here that is considered an accessory before I go putting this piece away. It doesn't seem to be anything there. Yeah, okay. We took care of that piece. We took care of that piece. Okay. All right. I think we got everything. So we're going to set this down on the ground. And let's take a look at Dusty. Let's take a look at Dusty. Oh, he doesn't have a pistol. Okay. Here I am looking for a pistol, and this guy doesn't have a pistol. Actually, do you even have a knife sheath? Where would your knife sheath be? Oh, here it is. So let's go ahead and find his knife, and let's put his knife in the knife sheath. Let's see. I always like getting, making sure that knife is put away, because it's super small. Where is that knife? Let's see. Knife? Kniff? There you are. Okay. Tiny knife for for him putting in his boot. He's got a boot knife. That's a smaller one. And wraps around his boot nicely. And that's cool. Okay, so let's start from his feet, and we'll go up his body. All right. So starting from his feet, we've got some good textures down here. Actually, these textures are more fine than we're used to when it comes to the grid on the side of the feet. That is a finer texture for those boots. And there is light texturing and sculpt work done on the interior of the underside of the boot. Now, flipping him up on top, we've got these boots. Wow, dude, are these new boots? I think they're new boots. He's wearing new boots. I don't feel any sort of textures that would let me know that these boots are worn in. There's no creases around the feet or anything like that. So he just got these boots in. It means he is going to have to walk in them a while before they feel comfortable. I feel bad for Dusty for having gotten new boots. I hope that your old ones died a good death, Mr. Dusty. Now let's take a look at the boot swivel. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, let's take a look at the boot swivel that doesn't have a knife attached to it. Nice boot swivel there. I like these boots are laced. Oh, wow, they're laced all the way up. Those are good laces. That is some good texturing for the laces. Congratulations, on the engineering team there. You did a good job with these boots. There's actually some webbing work on the sides so they can breathe a bit better. That's texturing I wasn't expecting. That's good stuff. I like that. Coming up further on his leg, we've got where the pants are actually tucked into the boots. Really, really nicely done. I always love it whenever they tuck the pants in like that. It makes it feel all that better. And also, if you don't have your pants tucked into your boots and you're in the desert, a scorpion or something can get can just grab a hold of your pants and you can bring a scorpion home with you. Isn't that fun? Uh, Tuck your pants in unless you want scorpions in your home. Uh, which, if you live in the desert, you're going to get scorpions in your home eventually anyway. Now, moving over here, we've got nice desert pants coming all the way up. No knee pads, no knee pads, but desert pants going all the way around. I do have to say that I don't like the fact he doesn't have knee pads because I enjoy the knee pads kind of hiding some of these joints that happen here. But these are double jointed knees, which is always wonderful. I love me some double jointed knees. And I don't think these are pinned. So pinless double jointed knees, and I can tell. Coming up further up his leg, we've got some great textures going on here. We got a lot of cool wrinkles and stuff around where his thigh is. You know, plenty. This guy does not iron his clothing as often, but he's wandering around in a desert and stuff. Come on, there's no iron there. Where's he going to get the water to put in the iron? He's got to drink that water himself. Now his butt panel isn't too bad off. He's actually got pockets. I love it whenever they texture on pockets. There's a pocket on each one of his cheeks for his butt. That's really cool there. He does have a big butt panel, so kickback is very restricted there. I do really wish they could figure out a way to fix that. That has been a problem since the beginning, but kicking forward is decent at over 90. Now, the side kick here for him is about 90 degrees on the side, and of course he's got the drop down hinge, which doesn't increase the kick to the side, but you can pop it up and you can pop it down. You can pop it up and you can pop it down, pop it up, pop it down. All right, bop it. Now let's continue. Coming up here, his groin, we've got the just typical pants for his groin area. He doesn't have any sort of extra shielding around there. You can feel where the fabric folds over to hide the zipper. And let's see if we can rotate that so we can feel in there. Did they texture underneath this thing over his body? Yeah, they did. Is there a button in there? Oh, I think there is. I think there is actually a button above that area for his zipper that they textured into the pants. How cool is that? Now he's got a shirt, or is this a shirt? I think maybe some sort of skirt piece that he's got here, and it's got a pocket in it, I guess, to hold an extra clip of ammunition. It feels like he's just kind of got a shirt he didn't tuck in, though this piece does spin a little freely. It's odd. I think maybe it's just supposed to be a piece of cloth that he's wearing over everything else to help keep the sun from baking him alive. Now, moving up from that piece of cloth to his chest, we've got a chest that is decently sculpted. Decently sculpted. He's got this cool webbing thing around his body, and I can understand what this is supposed to be. This is the front of the backpack that he has. We've got that mid chest connection piece for the backpack, which is really nice. And I appreciate that they included this. This kind of gives you the understanding of this is the stuff that holds the backpack on him, and it's really well done. You got some really good things. That is a nice clasp right there. It feels like one of those big plastic ones that when you clip it in, it goes clop. That is really good, and they did it decent. Did they even texture the teeth onto the sides? Kinda. There's a bit of rounding to show the teeth, but not really much. So it's still an excellent job in my opinion. Now we're moving up here to his arms. We got these pieces on his chest that all have this little bit of texture for cloth. Not much texture, but this is actually a deeper texture for padding on his shoulders, which is really cool for these straps that he's wearing. Now we move the straps off to the side, and we get the feel of his t-shirt. We've got a line there, which is from the his making process, which is kind of a shame that there is that line there. Coming down to the front, he's wearing a long sleeve button up t-shirt with a collar. That's the word, a collar. And his decent decent long sleeve shirt. There is something there in his chest area. It seems like he's got his shirt slightly unbuttoned, and he's wearing something there, but I can't exactly tell what it is. Feels like it's either a necklace or something else that he's got. Maybe that's his. Are those his dog tags? Maybe that's his dog tags he's wearing. I'm not exactly sure if that's something he's wearing or if that's the texture from the shirt. Let me know in the comments below. Is that his? Is where my fingers are? Is that his texture of his shirt, or is that actually something like a necklace he's wearing? I think it is his shirt texture coming down to get buttoned up further, and there's a bit of his chest revealing underneath. That is a weird little area, but it's it's pretty cool. I like it. I like this guy. I like this guy's textures. I wasn't going to get Dusty because I'm not really big on the desert thing, but I'm a little happy I got Dusty now. Now let's see over here to his arms. Not enough wrinkle activity going on in his shoulders that I would like. His shoulders are a bit more smooth than I would have thought. And this guy could have done with some epaulets, maybe. But coming down further from the shoulder, we get where the and that is a missing texture right there on his deltoid. There's missing texture, so I definitely going to be taking a point off for that. But coming down to his biceps, we've got wrinkles for the shirt going around to his tricep area. His forearms got a bunch of wrinkles and stuff and shirt textures to it. I think, yeah, I think that's a long sleeve shirt. And then we come over here to his boots area, not his glove. Good grief. He does have double jointed elbows. Though one of the joints seems a little weak. These double jointed elbows do seem a bit weak. I don't know what's going on with that, but they are double jointed. And moving over here to the hands, we've got hands that are the typical G.I. Joe trigger hands. I really wish we would get some C-clamps. Can't we get some grasping kung fu grip hands, please? Classified people, stop giving us fisticuffs. We want C-clamps so they can hold on to things, like drive and whatnot. Oh, it messes with me that they didn't give us C-clamp hands for Clutch. Or Wild Bill. Now, his hands are decent. Yeah, decent hands. Coming around here to his back. We've got some back of the shirt stuff going on here. We do have another crease in the back of the shirt that goes all the way down his back. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe that's a QC problem. But, or maybe it's just the fact that that was a crease in his shirt whenever he put his backpack on, and they went ahead and covered that. He's been wearing his backpack, and now his shirt's got a crease in it. That could be the case. So let's now move up to his head and give you my final thoughts as we put him together. So his head, he's got a buzz cut. Not much hair going on the top of his head, but I mean, if you're walking around in the desert, you don't want much hair on top of your head. He seems to have it about a little long, but not over-regulation. He keeps his hair kind of short. Not insane buzz cut, so it doesn't feel rough at the top. It just feels like hair that's combed at the top. Oh, he's got a strong chin. Is it a cleft? Yes, I think he's got a cleft chin. Does feel like there's a cleft in that chin with my fingertips. That's neat. His nose is decent. His eyes are pretty good. He's got some textured eyebrows. Are those textured eyebrows? Yes, they textured the eyebrows. Excellent. Wonderful. Good job, Hasbro engineers. So, my final thoughts on this guy are I like him. I think this guy's a lot of fun. I do think his accessories are neat. Let's find his goggles so that we can put them on his head. I think these are the goggles you put on his head. Nope, those are the goggles you put around his neck. So the other goggles are the ones you put on his head. Here's the goggles. So let's go ahead and put these around his head. Let's make sure we actually put them on correctly. Seems like there's a wrong way and a right way to do these goggles, and I don't know which way is the correct way. So we're just going to put these goggles around his head and squeeze them over. There we go. They stretch just a little bit, but that is stretched just enough for him to be wearing them. And I think they're even on his head. Look at that. Yeah, those are some nice goggles. I like those goggles. Where's your helmet at? Cool. We're going to put your helmet up there. Yeah, and where's your spare goggles at? Cool. We're going to put your spare goggles on top of your helmet. We're going to flip them upside down. They're going to hold on better like that? No. So we're going to put them right side up, and they're just going to rest there. I can use some sticky tack later to make them complete, or we can do things like stand up straight, please, sir. Oh no, I haven't given you the stand test. Oh no. We haven't even covered that yet. Oh crap. Okay, cool. He's standing. Where you at, Bat? All right, let's see. Can Bat? Can you just put this on your head, please? There you go. Yeah, they fit around the Bat's head and make the Bat look like he's wearing goggles. Look how goofy that is. Oh, that's super goofy. Okay. So let's finish putting his stuff together and give you my final thoughts and feelings. Where's your backpack? Okay. Do you have anything else? No. You were a little light on the accessories, but definitely had more than the last guy I covered, Copperhead. Copperhead had far fewer accessories than you, and I think your accessories are far better than Copperhead's. You were definitely the better purchasing decision, and you were on sale. So that's a bonus, right? Okay, there it goes. Nope. Oh, crap. Okay, so I got it through the hole in there, and we got to get this backpack through both holes. There we go. Aha! Got it through both holes. That's what she said. Bad joke. Okay, let's see. Boom. Okay, he's standing again. And finally, let's give him his gun. Okay. We got that piece there. There we go. Let's give it this typical put it in sideways and then twist it move. It is patented. It works every time, most of the time. Works half the time every time. Okay. There we go. That stock on it's a little difficult to get over his arm to really get him holding the gun correctly. It seems like his finger popped out of the trigger guard. Yeah, that's annoying. Get your finger back in the trip. Dusty, work with me here, man. Work with me here. Come on, get your finger into that trigger guard. I swear to you. You know what? The trigger can be above the trigger guard. You can be practicing trigger discipline so long as your finger is in the right spot. Okay, there we go. He is practicing trigger discipline, which is important. If you watched, you listened to the Dresden Files book, Battlefield, you know how important trigger discipline is. And why Rudy needed to be a character that Dresden let perish years ago. So, here we go. There he is. This is a fun character. My final thoughts and feelings on Dusty here. I think that Dusty comes with a lackluster group of accessories. He comes with some decent accessories, but I would expect a little more, just a smidge more accessories. And this was at the time when the G.I. Joe team was cutting down the amount of things we got with the G.I. Joe Classified series to try and keep the price decent. And it did work. It kept the price down for about a year. And then they gave us back the accessories, but they changed the boxes and changed a lot of other things about it. So, it's 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. You're losing whichever direction you go with these figures whenever it comes to that stuff. But my thoughts and feelings on this guy, I'm going to give him a solid 8 out of 10. I think he is a decent figure. He's got some good, I mean, the articulation for him is without a doubt the stuff that we've come to expect. Actually, I didn't even see if he had a core. Let's pull his backpack off because. Nope. Yep. Okay. It's cool. So he isn't like a ninja. He's actually got the ratchet in his core. Yep. A good 7 out of 10. No. 8 out of 10 because he doesn't have rubber weapons. He's got decent weapons. I found him on sale. He is a good figure overall, and if you don't have a Dusty in your collection and you want a Dusty in your collection, now's the time to get Dusty, because the packaging's decent, the figure's really good, the sculpt work, except for the deltoids, is spot on. I like this figure a lot. That's why he's getting an 8 out of 10, and that's my final decision on this. Thank you all so much for watching today's box opening video. I've been Blind Prime, and this has been Cream the Cat. I'm going to slide him onto the stage. Yes. Oh, Cream. Putting your foot in my mouth? You're putting your foot in my mouth? Your foot in my mouth? Oh, my God. Thanks for watching. Until next Prime. Bye-bye for now.